Hello and welcome to another Battle for Hyrule 2 tournament race. This time we're doing Swordless. We are going to get as far as we can in the game without a sword, which is all the way to Ganon. Ganon being the only enemy who can't be killed without a sword in the vanilla game. Tonight are cron119 and Shton. Shton was the winner of the premier bracket in Battle for Hyrule 1. That was the lower bracket for any percent no up A runners who didn't make the championship bracket. That also exists in this tournament, but this time he decided to only enter the swordless section because we had a bunch of new categories and a bunch of categories in this tournament added, and you could join as many as you wanted. And Shton decided he wanted to learn swordless and swordless exclusively. Kron is the Japanese community's best swordless runner right now. He's been working on this category for about a year, I think, and he's gotten pretty good at it. So they will be off in momentarily. So you'll notice they skipped the opening cave where the sword is because it is not allowed in this category. Both heading to the east because we have no money or weapons or anything. We're going to need some money first. They're both heading roughly the same place. Ron clipping up into the HUD to be able to screen scroll on the screen that Shton walked. Giving a little bit of time, but they're both going to go for this 30 secret and then the 100 secret in the northeast. We had any percent no up A and 100% no up A races earlier tonight, and as usual, there were questions in chat about what is up A. Well, when they get the 100 secret, you will see. They will pause the game and press up and A on the second controller and continue on from start. Like that. So, got a few more errands to run before we can tackle any dungeon. First item we're picking up is the candle. It can be used as a weapon, but mainly we're using it to open bushes. And we're going to come over to the Deadwoods and get a little bit more money and do a little bit more shopping. We will want to use the bow as soon as we get it in level 1. It's good to have arrows before then, and since the meat shop and the arrow shop are right next to each other, they're going to buy both. They also obviously need bombs. They're going to... Kron was trying to burn a moblin to farm a lucky bomb, because the first blue guy you kill does have a chance of dropping a bomb. He didn't hit him quite, so he's just going to head on to the shop. Shton not even bothering to try and farm the lucky bomb. Nice, I was gonna say, Sean did a nice pirouette in the cave. If you you have to hit left or right. First pixel out this cave to turn as smoothly as he did. We'll get the meat and up and A once more. And they will to level 1. Brew Slugs, I think, is responsible for the one first route becoming most popular. The big advantage is it lets you get some keys in level 3 that you couldn't get if you didn't come in there with the bow. But there are older routes that went 3 first, and they had to get different keys. The J. Coper had a route with no bomb upgrade. King Doll had a route that was 3 first but did have a bomb upgrade. And King Doll and J. Coper, those who have done so much routing in this category, are both in this tournament. So looking forward to seeing them perform. Although J. Coper is racing me, so he might have a gimme. We'll see. So they're going over here to grab this key. I think it was Tetralee's idea to actually add this to the route. The idea is that by getting that key instead of the Gorillas, that key's you just run into it and take it in up A. Whereas with these Gorillas up here, you'd have to spend bombs to kill them. So it smooths out the route to just this room that Cron is in, just not deal with it and skip those guys and go straight to the bow. Cron arrowing down those Stalfos to get that key. Bombing here is also going to save a key rather than going back up and taking a key door. And these 3 Gorillas have the wooden boomerang, which skipped in a lot of speedruns, but in this category it's pretty useful. He must have stored a bomb on a keys and released it on the... because he got 2 bomb drops in a row. You can get 1 random bomb from an orange Gorilla, but 2 in a row I think means 1 of them has to have been forced, so he must have stored a bomb on a key since he was opening the wall. Pretty nice. Cron out of 1, and Shton right behind him. And this is the key route. Also, up and Aang's gonna save a key on the way back. So being able to do top route, you couldn't really do top route in this category without arrows. So going 1 first, even though a little bit less efficient on the overworld, the key savings makes it faster. Cron was hoping to get that static bomb in a little bit quicker than that, since it basically ended up refilling him on what he'd spent. I guess Kron went back to get the shoot bombs. He'd saved them from earlier, so playing it. Some nice safe strats here. Now, Shton doesn't want to keep dropping bombs on this manhandle, so he's going to try and take it out with the arrows. It takes 2 arrows to head, because it just needs, but he needs to hit the leaf, not the core. There you go. Ooh! Now, does Manhandla stay dead? I don't think it does. I think he got the heart container from it, but I think it's going to come back. Looks like he's building up a count, so he may get himself some more bombs for round 2 with Manhandla. Ron farming bombs from moblins on the overworld. And then he's going to up A, and I believe this is where he routes in that 30 north of start, because he will need some more arrows later on. Alright. Sean gets his force bomb from Manhandla on round 2, and he is out of 3. Kron, meanwhile, into level 4. Kron getting gridded a little bit, trying to grab that rupee. The movement in this game not always entirely intuitive. Now, you cannot beat level 4 without either a sword or the magical rod, which can be used to damage Gleeok. You can't fight Gleeok with bombs, so they don't hurt him. So, but you also can't get the ladder without. Or you can't get the you can't finish level 6 without the ladder. So. You have to either double dip 4 or double dip 6 and force the shorter dungeon. So we double dip 4. So once they get to the ladder, they'll be done here for now. Ron arrowing down. He left some bombs on the floor that in the NSU that so he's a little bit tight, but I think he has enough to get to the bomb upgrade. Most people grab a potion on this walk. You obviously we're not getting any sword upgrades, so you don't really need heart containers. So any potion you need to route in is available in one of these take-onies. Yeah, Kron's gonna have to take the Gibdo bomb on the way in, which is fine because you don't really come back for it usually. But he has enough to get into Fort Gibdo, but not to get out of it. But there is a static attached to a Gibdo in there, so it should be fine. Yeah, he's gonna up A to get 3 hearts because he was. Got a little hurt, so taking that few seconds to get the health back makes sense. Boomerang this guy to bomb steal easier. And he is spending bombs. He's gonna run out when he opens the bomb upgrade wall, and then he will be able to use his boomerang to build a count, I believe, is what he's gonna do. Auto menus to boomerang there. He caught a keys there, so his count's now 1. Now the boomerang on the old man actually registers every frame. So when he just stood next to him and hit it, that was actually a 7 count, so his count's now 8. So he 9 now, so he will get a force bomb on the first Dark Nut, assuming he doesn't get hit. There it is. Nice room. Shton also getting his bomb upgrade. Not bothering with the old man, looks like he's just building his count on keys. Now, Cron's money is getting a little tight. You need 15 if you don't hit any of the likes in the first magical breakfast room in level 6 with a bomb, which you usually do, but if you don't, you need 15 arrows, and that's what he has. So he may make a detour on the way to 6 to pick up some more money. It's probably what I do, but or he may just hang on to what he has and get through it. And Shton has his recorder now. Alright, now level 6 is really the main event, because once you get to the wand, this becomes considerably easier. But it is no picnic getting to the wand, particularly if you're not super experienced with it. And ooh. Shton grabbing a bomb there, but he did take some damage, hopefully. Shton's a little low on arrows, too. See how that plays out. You don't necessarily have to get the power bracelet on this route. I'm not actually sure what Cron is going to use it for, because we have the recorder, so we have other fast travel options, but he might have something else in mind. Ooh, Shton taking a death in level 5 on the way to Dig Dogger. Not as bad as dying at the Dark Nuts, but still not what you want to see. Alright. Cron fills up his bombs on these Wizrobes. Releases a stored fairy there, so he's back at 0. He's at 3 now. I would probably go back and try to build the count up before this room, but see how he does. Oh, that was interesting. Boomeranging the like right away. Never seen that before. That's smart. Alright. Alright, he's good. Alright, now we're gonna go over here. There's a key here we're gonna get, but also gonna build up a count and maybe get a lucky bomb off these orange Wizarobes. And he got a good spawn on the second cycle. I've seen Cron be very patient waiting for those Wizarobes to line up, but in that case they did it pretty fast, so didn't have to wait too long. Reloading the wand room. He wants a little different. So he gets the first 2 oranges and reloads again to get the third orange. The oranges die and they do more damage, but they're also weaker to Link's damage. So he's reloading them because with the blue Wizarobes he has to hit them with 3 bombs. With the oranges he only has to hit them with 1. And killing the Zol with the flame will split it up and count for probably 3 kills. So he's trying to force some more as he before he gets his wand, because you can complete this level with just the wand, but if he ran out of his bombs, it would take a lot longer. So you'd have to like reload some rooms to get likes instead of Wizarobes. So he'd much rather have bombs here, and that's why he's dancing around trying to get enemies spawned in a place where they can give him the count he wants. Force a bomb on that Zol to fill up now, and now he has 9 bombs. If he got 2 double hits, so each one needs 1 more bomb on them, and he's got his wand. Now Shton into the level 6 gauntlet. Started filling up his bombs on the way into the second breakfast room. Ooh! Oh, that's tough. They kind of crowded on him real fast. So the first breakfast room does stay dead because the bubble spawns first, so it counts as having an enemy alive. It's like while he's down here, he may be refilling his bombs, waiting for them to line up for him. They did not cooperate, so he's gonna go for round 2. Shton cutting it close with those arrows. I was a little worried, but he got enough damage on the likes and he's through it. Fairies were not what he wants. He updates away that health immediately. At Fairy Force is actually what that the Wizards that hit the bomb hit added up to 16, and then he hit the Master Wizard, so the slaves also drop fairies. So you can get multiple fairies if you get to 16 with multiple in a row, but also so that there were some extra fairies there. I don't know if I'm explaining that coherently, but whatever. It's late at night. Shton using his potion in the wand room. Getting cornered in the door by Wizrobes. Alright. Oh. Alright. So both runners made it to the wand. Ron in round 2 on the second magical breakfast room. Nice. Now you can wand down the rest of this. Cron's out of 6. Sean in Magical Breakfast Room 2. Now you can wand down the likes and then reload this room, but it takes a while because the virus keep coming back. So let's see, he does only have 2 hearts though, so a little dangerous. Oop. Ooh, hugging that bubble for dear life. Ooh. Okay, now he's had trouble. He's gonna have to keep reloading until just wand down the like that spawns first and on every reload. Not too bad. It's only gonna be a couple. Now, Cron's back in level 4. This time he has his wand, so he can kill Gleeok, and that's where he's headed now. Ooh. Shton taking another death. He was past the breakfast rooms though, so they he won't. He will. I don't think he has to kill any more Wizards to get through this. He just needs to re-kill the Keese and then make his way to Goma. Ron grabbing that heart for safety, obviously not for a sword upgrade, and He will be on to level 7 next. Oh. Oh. That moat room being unkind to Shton. Well, Kron is going to be making his way through level 7. Shton's still trying to get out of level 6, but he does have the main Wizrobe combat rooms done, so they won't come back as long as he doesn't leave the dungeon. But, yeah. Shton already had that key and he's sort of forgotten about it. Into coma. Finally, Shton is out of level 6, so the really hard part's over, at least until 9. Now Shton's going to head back to 4 and finish off Gleeok. Alright, so Kron still needs to do all the stuff in Eastern Hyrule, which he will now world wrap to get to. The western side. He's gonna stop and see if he can maybe fish for some bombs. Oh, he has a count going. He must. Yeah, that must be a force. I don't know, unfortunately not getting any health from those fires. He's down to 1 heart, so I have to be a little bit careful in this Gleeok fight. Yeah. Rid of that. Kron also gonna buy some bombs, so he'll be filled up on the way to level 8. can see the wand's hitbox is a bit broken, so it's sort of like it swings over his head, even though you can't see it, and he can hit dark nuts that are almost behind him. And Ron has been doing this run long enough to know how to abuse that to his benefit. Cron's PB is on Famicom, the cartridge, which does not allow you to arrow Pole's voice, so he has to just basically iframe through them with the wand. I've noticed in this tournament, because obviously we're all running on NES because we need to have the same, time it takes the text for race purposes. Make it fair. I notice he arrows those Pole's voice every time, because he's probably enjoying just being able to do it on this version. Yeah, the Japanese text is a little faster, so and that room is the only room where it really makes a difference. I guess you could also farm the Pole's voice in level 5, but that's the main place that makes a difference. So we're going to do level 2 last on this route. Last before 9. Let's see, that 0 keys, so that's the main thing to pick up in 2. You will see this mold arms melt because he has the wand. So it's all these rope rooms. Grabs 1 key. Meanwhile, Shton back in level 7. Moldarms die. The wand does 2 hit points of damage, which was what the Moldarm segments take, so you can take it out real quick. Now you can't smoke and stab to force bombs here because we don't have a sword, so you have to feed it 2 bombs, which when I was a kid I thought that was the only way to kill Dodongo, but Cron going ahead, he got some bomb drops in the grid room. He's not going to go back to refill on the static. He's just going to go ahead into level 9 with 10. Well, toward level 9 with 10. He'll need to use 1 to get into level 9. Yeah, I might have been in my 30s when I learned that. I think it was when I learned the speedrun, so it would have been, yeah. Right, so level 9, um, this isn't randomizer, so we can't kill Ganon without a sword. There's a flag in the randomizer to make the Ganon vulnerable to the wand, but that's not what we're doing here. Um, so the implication of that is that we don't need to get the silver arrows either, because we're not killing Ganon. So really, this is uh, 2 Wizrobe combat rooms. First one, you'll see the next room when the old man says go to the next room. John, meanwhile, world wrapping. He'll be heading into level 8. So, because he did that, Cron's count is either 8 or 9. The flush with the old man boomerang is 7, but from a distance it could be 1 or 2 because it like depends on what frames it hits it on. So it was 8, so he's he got a force there, and he's going to back out and probably build another count. Yes, Kron is a Japanese runner, so if you're on North American time, you may miss his streams. But he has been doing swordless runs for the past year, and he's definitely gotten good at it. Damage boosts through that Patra. He has 11 bombs going into the Wizard Trap. Should be fine. He did have one qualifier race where he ran out of bombs in the stream coming up, but I don't think he's in any danger of that. Knock on wood. Now he has one more wall to bomb, which he'll do in this diamond trap. Then he'll go down a staircase, and the final boss in this run is Patra 3. The run ends when Link holds up the Triforce in Ganon's room. So that's why he's using his bombs to clip, because he doesn't have anything else to do with bombs. So why not swag out a bit? Get your GGs in chat. That is the end of the run. And we will... see how long they need. Usually people need a quick break between runs, so, but I believe they were doing their next race too. Uh, Okay. Quick bio break. And we will have game number 2 as soon as the runners have recombobulated themselves. So stay tuned. $55. You will see them start on screen if I understand the frame delay correctly. Ugh. There was some discussion when we were planning the tournament of someone suggested we use the randomizer to make Ganon killable, but the issue with that is that because Ganon's not part of this run, the run doesn't include the silver arrows, and adding a whole new room of Wizrobe combat would change things a bit too much. So. So it ends when Link holds up the Triforce. On grabbing this key, which will replace the 3 Gria key he won't bother with, because they would take up some bombs we want to hang on to. Don completing his shopping. Don is playing on PRG1 and Cron is playing on PRG0. You can tell by the different versions of the NES cartridge by the warning on the up A screen, which is or is not there depending on which card it is. Cron, I believe, is playing on EverDrive because he has a Famicom, but he's using the PRG1 or PRG0 ROM. So in case anyone was wondering why the continue save retry screens look slightly different, that's what's up. They're identical for all purposes that matter to speedrunning. I think there's some slight differences with enemy roar sounds or something like that, but... The question in chat, I haven't been watching a ton. Are these all separate competitions per category? It is, yes. Runners could enter whatever sections they wanted. In this case, both of these runners only entered the Swordless bracket. There is a Second Quest Swiss with a few runners. There is a any percent no pay championship bracket, which is best of 3 races for the top 16, and then there's a premier bracket for the non-top 16 any percent no up A runners who and those are sudden death. All the rest are, and then there's a 100% no up A bracket that is also going on. So yeah, it's basically multiple parallel tournaments, but some people entered more than one, but you didn't have to. We did do a multi-category tournament in 2019, and the way that worked is we did any percent with up A, Swordless, and 100% no up A, and it was fun, but it did require everyone to learn all 3 categories. And Swordless is so different. Swordless is quite polarizing. Some people love it. Obviously, Kron is one of them, given how much time he's put into this. But there are a lot of people who are very, very good at this game that just have no interest in this category, and they're like, but I like stabbing things. So we thought that having separate sections would be cool, because you get the people doing just exactly what they want, and it's great to see. Yeah, I like Swordless too. I find it a little bit tiring to seriously grind it, just because there's so much. You don't get to combat until like a minute or 2 in the run, and but yeah, playing this game Swordless is interesting and fun. So. Shton ran into that Zulf. I'm fairly sure that was intentional to start building a count. He only has 2 bombs right now, so not a bad idea to grab a force on his way through here. Gets it there. I mean, because of that forced fairy, Kron got off the Zol right by the wall. He came into Manhandler with a 0 count, so he didn't get a forced bomb. Uh, sounded like Manhandler rolled a little bit, so I think his count's higher than 5, but it's ambiguous. Just depends on how many frames the core was over. So we may see him. Oh, that's interesting. He skipped that 30 secret. Maybe just because he's used fewer rupees, and he must only get it when his depending on what his rupee count is. But yeah, he ran into that Octorok, so he knows his count now. Welcome, Big Slamu Raiders. See if they can group up for him and make that not too much of a problem. Oof. Oh no! Oh shoot. Oh wow. Oh yeah, he's gonna reset from the save point. That's smart. That's another good reason to save after the ladder. So he'll just repeat the walk up here. Did Shton freeze, or is he just paused for some reason? Oh yeah, it looks like there's an issue with his stream. Hope we get that sorted. Oh. He has forfeited in the race room, so he may have a fatal technical problem. Alright, take 2 on the recorder room for Cron. Following the same script as before, but hopefully not getting killed this time. Alright, and we got a recorder. Yeah, Shton's stream went down and he forfeited in the race room. I assume there's some technical problem going on. But Cron will finish this run out regardless. It's a little unfortunate. It's the second time tonight we've had a race that seemed to turn on someone's stream breaking, but in both cases it was the underdog, so I guess it's not total tragedy. But, well, not what you like to see. Ooh, nice. Cron forcing a bomb on Dig Dogger on the way out of 5. Yes, Druis. We get the 1 and 6. On routes where you get the bomb upgrade, you do 5 before 6. And so we're going into 6 next. And so it's kind of the main event of the run here. And there is a route, there are routes where you have the 1 and 5, but they usually skip the bomb upgrade. So the level 6 dive is considerably harder. There have been people threatening to put the world record back on a no upgrade route. I think Rooslugs has a PB that came close and then kind of fell apart in 9, I think. But it would be, but that's the way Jay Coper used to do it when he was the first person speedrunning this, and maybe someone will be crazy enough to go for that strat again. Alright, we're into 6. Wizrobes can only be killed with bombs, not with arrows or anything else. So we need to carefully husband our bombs for this dungeon. And he's going to try and farm some here. Orange Wizrobes are in the bomb dropping group. They did not drop bombs for him there. He should get at least a force on this round, and he's hoping he gets some lucky drops on top of it. He must have a spawn he likes, because it looks like he's reloading to paint the soul pattern. Oh yeah, he rotated it back to the normal spawn. That makes sense. You like to have the Wizrobes in the place you recognize when you are bombing them. Going in with a 4 count. Welcome on in, Raiders from Caffey stream. We are in the level 6 of a Swordless run. Shton has forfeited. I think we had some sort of technical issue on his end. I'm not sure. He hasn't answered when I asked him what happened in the race room, but Cron won game 1, and if he finishes this race out, he will. If he finishes this run out, he will win the match. So I think we're just gonna watch him finish it out. Alright. Ooh, we got a clock. Right. The issue is that remaining Wizrobe takes 3 bombs to kill, so he taps a bubble to restart his count. So gets 3 off that Zol by burning it and splitting it. Either 8 or 9. I'm actually not sure. Probably 9. That's 2 Zols together, so maybe he can... Okay, it was 9. Ooh. Don't dodge like that. Alright. Got to the wand. He has 1 bomb. Second half... You can finish the second half of 6 with no bombs, but it gets very slow because you end up having to reload rooms. So presumably he's going to try and force more bombs here. I think he came out of there with a 2 count, because it looks like an intentional hit from a Keese, and then he killed 2 of them. 3. Five. 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see how much time Cron has put into this category. He just seems to always have a backup plan. Oh, come on. Let him out. Alright, now the like will have spawn priority in that room, so if he wants, he can just reload the room twice and wand it down, but it looks like he wants to build a count and maybe, well... Oh wow, he counted that out of the room. Maybe setting up yet another force on the virus coming up. Nice. Yeah, I'm realizing now it might not have been a stream failure if maybe Shton was down to 1 bomb and he didn't really know what to do because he opened the potion and then he couldn't get into open the wall in 5, so maybe he just gave up there. I'm not sure. Since he's not responding in the race room, it does fit the profile of a rage quit, but I don't know for sure. Alright, so Cron back to level 4. He has a 1 now, so he can defeat Gleeok. Yeah, his stream definitely went offline when he forfeited. Yeah, I worried that it was weather or something, because we have had people with... That has been a problem this week among any of our American community members, because of what's been happening with Midwestern weather. I asked in the race room after he forfeited if it was a stream failure, and he didn't answer. So, which may mean he just already had the window closed or disconnected or something. But regardless, we have a first-class swordless runner on stream, so we can just enjoy his run now as he finishes out. And Prawn has completed the level 4 part 2, and he'll be on to 7. Oh, nice little lake clip there. Saves a few frames to clip into the lake as it's opening, so you start walking towards the stairway sooner. You see the people do that with a sword pretty frequently, but you don't see it swordless very often because it's trickier without a sword because you can't buffer the clip. But I'm fairly sure he did that just now. Taking a few boomerangs to the face, but not a big deal, as long as it doesn't keep happening too much. Yes, he does have a potion. Has not needed it. Mentioned in the first race, there are no sword upgrades in this run, of course, so any of the take-any's you can take the potion if you want it. So There's one in particular that it's usually part of this route that he did pick out. Alright, so now we're going to world wrap and head over to level 8. I imagine he's going to stop at the bomb shop on the way. Arms up another bomb as he's going. I don't think he had his global tracked, but he was killing all the blue enemies, so once he got there, he got lucky. You can see him abuse the wand's broken hitbox to hit these dark nuts in extremely non-intuitive ways. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good way to think about it. He's just swinging it over his head, and the sword actually works similarly, but only for picking up items. It doesn't do damage, but there is like an invisible swing in both cases. It's just that they forgot to turn the damage off in the wand's case, so it does all this bizarre stuff, which is fun. Glad they did that. The wand did not have a oversized, misshapen hitbox, it would not be as much fun, in my opinion. Being very careful with this Leokad. He probably could get in there and tank and, you know, win the damage race like 90% of the time, but there is that 10% that he doesn't want to run into in a race, you know. On to level 2. Most categories, level 2 is not nearly this late in the run, but in this one it is. Grab a key there. No lucky bombs from the Grias, unfortunately. Get another key in this room. And then we're gonna kill Moldarms with the wand, which is always fun. Oh, he's you usually just like melt it, but he's building up a count because he wants bombs, which is smart. That's why he slowed down and he got his bomb force. Feed Dodongo 2 bombs, because he does not have the sword to smoke and stab him, and head on to level 9 with 10 bombs in his pocket. Alright, so heading to level 9, we got some more Wizropes to bomb. You do not get the silver arrows, because you can't kill Ganon without a sword, but we have 2 major Wizrope combat rooms, and a bunch of other rooms to pass through. Alright, once again, he gets his count to either 8 or 9 there. The one right in the old man's face is definitely 7, but from a distance it could be either 1 or 2. And I don't know which one of those is the force, but he got 2 bombs there, so doing well. The PB attempt, he could probably just rush to the Wizrope trap room and hope for the best. Although I imagine here he's going to slow down and force to make sure that he's going to complete this. She does. I guess he'll have 8 bombs to play with for combat, with minus the 2 for walls he has left to open. Still has a potion, so no problem tanking that Patra. Patra is the final boss because we can't kill Ganon. The end of the run is when Link holds up the Triforce in Ganon's room. And get your GGs out in chat for Cron, finishing this one out in 44:44 by race time. First one was a 43:06. Very clean and consistent Swordless runs. So GGs to Cron. He will be a major threat in this tournament going forward, I'm sure. Alright, Cron does not speak English as a first language, so I very much doubt he'll be interested in joining us for a interview. And I think Shton is long gone, so I don't expect him to join us either. But tomorrow we have a 8 a.m. Premier Bracket race, a 2 p.m. 100% Noah Bay Game 2. We have a second quest race at 5 p.m. and I think another race at midnight. The daytime races are all in Zelda speedruns. The nighttime race is here on one of the SpeedGaming channels. So keep it tuned here. We got lots of Zelda 1 in various categories being raced, and I think that's probably going to do it for us tonight, because I'm actually going to have to get up and do something about that 8 a.m. race. So thank you all for watching, and we'll call it a night here. Good night.